Okay, so remember one thing about the long patterns, okay, and that is they, sometimes we have to zoom in on them. The S3AXL here, major diatonic patterns. I've shown the short patterns, S4E going into the long pattern and the long coming out on the S3E there, the S1E or the S4E here. So obviously you're not going to have a guitar that has 11 strings. So you start somewhere on this. Let's say we just start in the G shape. So G, if I put Mr. Capo on here, because we're doing long patterns, so it's safe to put the capo on. So say this is where your fret nut is. If we start on a G there, start on G, we go 6, 7 root, 2, 3, 4, then into a long pattern there, 5, 6, 7. Now let's just stop on that 7, and guess what that 7 should be? An F sharp, right? Right there. It's our F sharp right there. Okay, so that's 7, root 2, 3. Now be careful, we're getting close to the B string, so we just have to move everything up 1/2 tone. So it's 4, 5, 6, because C is the 4th of G. Now from there we're going to go into 7 root 2, so just go 5, 6, 7 root 2. If you want to look at it at the 5, 6 there, okay, you can look at it as starting an A pattern there. You could do a long pattern like right there. You could just start an A pattern again from the A5 there. So when we get to this 5, 6, instead of going to 7 root 2, you just continue on and do another 5, 6, 7. But now you've moved over another cage. So where we started here in the A cage down here, okay, we moved to the G cage here. Okay, what did we start on? We started on the G cage, so we moved to the E cage, and then we would move one more. E goes to the D cage. Okay, that D cage there, right there. All right, there's our F sharp again. Sorry I missed that. Sometimes I get a little mixed up going from the top back down again. I should, so you should always practice going down, or just notice what it would be like going down the pattern as you approach the top of the pattern there. So we've got a big chart here to cover. Up here, when I was talking about sharing notes, the way that this circle is arranged is string pair circle. We're looking at string pairs here because up here we're going to do this cage fifth thing where we're going to do double string shape ladder here. So it's going to be 3, 4, 5. So we're going to go the C-A double string shape and then up a fifth, and then double string shape E-D, then up a fifth, then double string shape A-G, then up a fifth, then double string shape D-C, then up a fifth, then double string shape E, G, E, then up a fifth like that. If we do that, this circle becomes relevant. Here is we're starting on C, so we go C, A, and they share the 5, and then A, G shares the 6. This is just a little, G, E shares the 7. This is a major one. G, E also shares the root, so that 7 root is also shared by both string shapes. Okay, so it's 7 root between the G, E. It's only 2 between the E, D. It's 3, 4 between the D and the C. So if we have our C, 3, 4. Okay, let's get Mr. Capo off a second and say we're going D, 2, 3, 4, and then C, 3, 4, 5, like that. You see that? So the 5 is shared by the C and the A shape. So we go 3, 4, 5, and the A shape's 5, 6. Okay, then we go to the G shape, is shared by, the 6 is shared by the A and the G shape. So the A shape is 5, 6, G shape is 6, 7 root. Okay, so then you got the 7 root being shared with the E shape, so it's G is 6, 7 root, and E is 7 root 2. We're back up to D, 2, 3, 4. That's all that little circle is. So just a little word about the ramp here. If I start mine in C shape, it's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going up to the E shape, which is 7 root 2, and then D shape in there, 2, 3, 4. And notice these count, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 root 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's like just like going up a major scale. It's like doing this. Except you're doing it like, okay? So that's all that is. That's not the subject, the most important subject for today, but you can do that, and you can start it anywhere and do double string shapes. That's the important part. You could start at 7 root 2. I could start this at D. Okay, so D would start like up here. See how D starts up here? And do this double string shape. So we could start here at D and go D, C, you know, that kind of thing. But then we're going to go from the C, we're going to go the 5th of C, which is G. So we'd hop right over here. So go D, C to G. Then we go G, E to C again, because the 5th of E is C. Then we'd go C, A, 5th of A is E. So we'd hop right up here again. So we would hop around the circle if we're doing this, but we could start it from D and just go D. Now you're going to follow caged on the bottom. So C, A, G, E, D. D goes to C. So it's D to C. Then 5th of C is G. G to E in the word caged. And 5th of E is C again. In the cage circle, the 5th of E is C, not B. So we go C to A, 5th of A is E. E goes to D in caged. E, D, the D string shape. Then 5th of D, we'd have to warp that up. 5th of D is A to cage, C, A, G. 5th of G is D again. So we could start that from the D shape down here, you know. D, C, and then G, E. So remember, G, E is E like that. 5th of E is C. A to E. E goes to D. D goes to the 5th of D is A. In cage, A to G. I did it again, but I didn't do it quite to D again. I didn't quite do it fast enough, but it would sound like something like this. It would sound like, we'll do the D string shape. Again, we would continue on from there. So it's just a way to use the string shapes as double string shapes. Okay, so here they are. The double string shapes are right here. The string shapes are right here. You just put them